Good morning. Rich Nass, Executive Vice President with Open Systems Media here for this week's installment of 5 Minutes With. This week I have the pleasure of speaking with Kevin Rhoads, who is the General Manager of Kontron America. Good morning, Kevin. How are you?
Very good, Rich. How are you today?
I'm doing fine. Okay, so we met recently, and you said something that really intrigued me, and I'd like to go back to that and maybe expand on it. I'll paraphrase what you said or repeat it, and if I'm getting this wrong, let me know. You said something to the effect of the biggest evolution right now in the embedded space is AI. Am I getting that right, and what exactly do you mean by that?
Yeah, you are getting that right. The advent of artificial intelligence going into autonomous vehicles in the Tier 1 OEMs right now is driving a lot of the silicon manufacturers to rethink their strategies on their product roadmaps. People like Qualcomm, Intel, NVIDIA, and you look at these companies who traditionally, like NVIDIA, traditionally has not been in the embedded market. They have to provide their silicon now with the characteristics of the Tier 1 OEMs in automotive. And so the definition of their embedded space is changing a little bit from the traditional Intel 5 to 7 year lifespan to covering these products and supporting these products for a lot longer lifespan. So, and people like NVIDIA that had 18 to 24 month lifespans on their product in GPUs and for vehicle control modules, they're having to keep their products alive a lot longer. So I always look at it as that the embedded space and the commercial space now are starting to blur a little bit, and we're going to see an evolution and a change and a move to the right of this technology being around a lot longer. I think the big silicon manufacturers and CPU manufacturers, GPU manufacturers will end up redefining their embedded lifespan for their products, which will help our traditional embedded market a lot. The second thing is that the software portion of that, or the portion in the deep learning area that they are working on feverishly right now in every part of the world, because of the fact that driverless vehicles are coming, and they're coming quicker than anybody expects. And so what they're doing right now is putting together a software strategy to take all the data in from all the sensors on the vehicles and be able to process that real time and allow for deep learning and inference in that application to be able to safely drive a car on the road. So with our traditional embedded space that you and I have been in for many years, I think we're seeing a very swift current behind us now, moving this into more CPU performance, higher performance CPUs, more strategies on moving more information into the cloud faster. We're talking about real-time, mission-critical type of software applications and OSs that will be developed. And this is going to drag through in a lot of different areas that are not Tier 1 automotive related. And what I mean by that is that we have Factory 4.0 with robotics. We have agriculture. We have mining. We have long-haul trucking. We have trains that this technology will translate into over a period of time. So you're seeing the land grab out there right now between the big companies out there looking at the technology side, how to process information real time, how to keep how to actually be compliant with the safety levels from level 1 to level 5 in autonomous driving. And I believe what's going to happen is that the positioning by the embedded space has to follow that track down the road.
Okay, so circle that back to what Kontron will deliver. You know, obviously we've laid out what the CPU guys have to do, but what does that mean to your business when you start to bring in this machine learning and artificial intelligence?
Great question, Rich. So what Kontron has to do is that recently it's been publicly stated that Kontron has been merged with a company called S&T. Our CEO, Hannes Niederhauser, who was the actual founder of Kontron, has come back, and he is our current CEO of Kontron. S&T has 1,800 software engineers, And so they have played in the enterprise to cloud space with the data server side and also on the cloud side. So with Kontron being a traditional edge device and to cloud company, this is a great merger for us because it allows us to provide more middleware and software under the application for us to meet some of these adjacent markets that are adjacent to this autonomous vehicle and artificial intelligence push.
And is there a fear that some of this technology is going into applications that are have to work all the time, every time? Are we pushing the technology a little too quickly?
I think that if you look at it from Kontron has been traditionally a hardware company. We keep up with the cadence of the geometries that are shrinking from Intel and the rest of the groups with now 14 nanometer technology being brought out. We follow that track with those companies. Are we moving too fast? I think that if you look at it from a productizable solution in the market, it'll end up taking some time to get there. But what's happening right now is the positioning that's happening in the market. And so the faster you can position with your assets that you have within your company, like a Kontron with an S&T merger with software and hardware below the application, the better off we're going to be in the next 3 to 5 years.
Well, that's great. And we will wait those 3 to 5 years to see if that all pans out. But I'm sure you guys aren't waiting on anything.
No,
so
we're moving pretty quickly.
Minutes. Yes, I'm sure. That was 5 minutes with Kontron, specifically with Kevin Rhoads, who is the general manager of Kontron America. Thanks, Kevin. Hope you have a great day.
You too, Rich. Have a great day yourself.
Thank you.